While Congress goes after BP, a hard-hitting new web video from the Republican National Committee is out criticizing President Obama's response to the Gulf oil spill, juxtaposing the president's social calendar and a timeline of the BP disaster.
They could be deploying people to the coast right now. He could be with the Corps engineers and the Coast Guard with these people in Plaquemines Parish doing something about these regulations. These people are crying. They're begging for something down here. And it just looks like he's not involved in this. Man, you got to get down here and take control of this, put somebody in charge of this thing and get this thing moving. We're about to die down here.
I'm just curious why you wouldn't pick up the phone and in some ways just give them a piece of your mind. Pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the phone.
I hope he sees it now.
It's pretty unrelenting. Joining us now to talk about it, Kirsten Powers, columnist for the New York Post and a Fox News political analyst, and also Brad Blakeman, a former deputy advisor to President George W. Bush. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Kirsten, is it fair?
Well, it certainly is. It sort of reminds me of how Democrats talked about George Bush after 9/11 and after Katrina, complaining that he went on vacation, took too many bike rides, and that kind of stuff. And so I think it is fair within the sort of bounds of politics. And I at the time with Bush and now with Obama, I would say I don't really care if a president goes on vacation because they work when they're on vacation. I think what looks bad is when the president looks like he's having fun, laughing and enjoying himself when people are suffering. And I think that those images of Obama don't help him.
Yeah, it's difficult to see him golfing and on vacation and doing those things while the calendar of what's happening in the Gulf is unfolding as well. Brad, do you think there's any chance, because this is really bold, if you watch the whole video, it makes a very strong statement, any chance there's a backlash to Republicans because of it?
I don't think so. I think the American people have already come to their own conclusion as to whether the president led on this disaster or not, and I think they've clearly said the president is not. So this reinforces already what people believe. But not only is it fair, but it's also accurate. If you notice, Democrats are not challenging the accuracy of this video. What they're challenging is the politicizing of a disaster, which we're not. As Kirsten actually pointed out very fairly, is that the Democrats wasted no time in attacking the Bush administration after Katrina. Their attacks were every day, personal and political. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. This president said he'd be different. As a matter of fact, on day one of this administration, on their website, the first website posting for the new president was attacking President Bush on Katrina, saying this would never happen under their watch. It's happened 10 times worse under their watch with the BP disaster.